You think you're unique. Turns out, you'd blend right in at a Stone Age block party. You grew up picturing one kind of human. Shocker. At least 6 others walked beside you. You'd have Neanderthals as neighbors. Real talk. Scientists found their DNA in yours. You think your family's weird? Back then, rival humans could outsmart or out-eat you. You probably take all this for granted, right? The wild part. In 2022, researchers found Neanderthal genes in up to 2% of your DNA. Back then, just one type of human? As if. Your story explodes 6 million years ago, and what happens next is jaw-dropping. That's when humans and apes officially broke up. Fast forward, 2.8 million years ago, the first humans crash in. Can you believe it? You imagine you're the only human? Actually, you're just one in the crowd. When you appeared 200,000 years ago, plot twist. You weren't Earth's only human. At least 6 other human species shared Earth. Picture yourself meeting your genius cousins. Awkward, tense, and totally unpredictable. It was basically like living with aliens. Seriously, picture that. But that was just the beginning. Homo erectus survived nearly 2 million years. Imagine that. That's 10 times longer than you and your species. Let that sink in. Wild, right? But then, 10,000 years ago, their clock hit 0. They vanished. Why? Still a mystery. Here's the crazy part. You carry Neanderthal DNA? Yep, your ancestors got cozy. Think about it. Genetic mixing, like a smoothie, but with your entire family tree. Did you outcompete them, or was something darker at play? Either way, you're the last human standing, so no pressure at all. But rewind 2.8 million years. Your ancestors gripped tools, then everything shifted. For nearly 2 million years, your progress crawled slower than the world's sleepiest sloth. Then fire arrived. Cooking unlocked bigger brains and way tastier mammoth meat. Fire gave warmth, light, and made harsh winters actually survivable for you. Nights stretched longer, predators backed off, and you thrived like never before. Fire wasn't just warmth. It powered the ultimate ancient barbecue for your tribe. Here's the wild twist. People fire-roasted snacks 300,000 years before ovens existed. Now, picture yourself in a tiny tribe, planning tomorrow's hunt by firelight. And with all that emotion, something new sparked. Even invented secret languages just to gossip, trade, and swap wild stories. But these ancient chats? Way simpler than your group text drama today. Imagine snatching a Stone Age baby. Would anyone today even notice? Sounds wild, right? Scientists still debate this nonstop. Here's the twist. Humans like you appeared 200,000 years ago, but you only get a 70,000-year time travel window. Tick-tock. Only then could you snatch a truly modern human baby. No batteries needed. Earlier babies? Missing key brain-boosting DNA upgrades. Then, about 50,000 years ago, boom. Creativity went nuclear overnight. Suddenly, tools leveled up, weapons got wild, and culture exploded too. Why? Because now, your ancestors had ultimate multitasking brains and sharper words. Now they could finally pass down secrets, epic stories, and survival hacks. But here's where it gets wild. Teamwork unlocked mind-blowing skills, down to details you'd miss. No other animal can touch this, not even your house cat's legendary attitude. Here's the twist. Humans ruled by teaming up flexibly, like prehistoric Avengers assemble. No tiny wolf packs. No mindless beehives. Just your massive, creative squads. And then, humans did the unthinkable. Sharing ideas, not instincts, changed your world. For the first time ever, you could actually grow your knowledge. With knowledge spreading faster, progress soared. Ideas spread, knowledge survived. And then, unlocking old ideas revealed secrets deeper than you'd ever imagine. Before language, knowledge crawled by DNA. Imagine your slowest download ever. Genetic memory? That's not even close to your Wi-Fi speed. For 40,000 years, life barely changed. Picture your longest loading screen ever. Back then, you were just another animal. No cities, only survival mode. Try building a skyscraper if you've never seen a hut. Sounds impossible, right? But laughing at our ancestors? That's a rookie mistake. But survival wasn't just muscle. 50,000 years ago, your ancestors were survival legends. Picture yourself tracking every rock, tree, river. Your brain was the map. You knew every edible berry, every deadly beast. Your survival secrets ran deep. Wait, hand axes weren't rocks. They were prehistoric works of genius. Here's the wild part. Early humans? Everyday life built your CrossFit body. Tribe life? Imagine your group chat, but with real survival and wild secrets. Think about it. Your ancestors' brains? Sometimes they outsize yours. Shocking, right? We know more as a group, but individually, one-on-one, you'd lose. But suddenly, farming appears and everything changes. Boom. Agriculture explodes worldwide. Civilization just hit extreme mode overnight. Hunting and gathering? You mastered it all, like a prehistoric superhero, every day. Suddenly, you didn't need to know everything yourself anymore. Now, you could rely on your neighbor's weird talents and level up yourself. Specialization unlocked. You made tools or became a legendary plant whisperer. Some bred supercrops, others invented wild stuff. Prehistoric Shark Tank, right? Farming breakthroughs snowballed. Each year, bigger, bolder, and way more epic. Remember that? Farming was your ultimate power-up. Civilization mode, instantly unlocked. Suddenly, you've got a food stash, way bigger than any mammoth steak. Stashing grains, way simpler than sneaking meat past hungry eyes. Enter your secret food vault. But your secret stash sends out a signal. Suddenly, everyone wants and walls shoot up. Suddenly, you're on a team. Welcome to group project mode, forever. Villages level up. Then, almost overnight, cities start crowning themselves kings. Cities get bold, some explode into empires. Your connections multiply like ancient rabbits. Trade goes wild. Suddenly, your neighbor swaps stories for equations. Curiosity erupts. 5 centuries ago, science throws a party. Math, stars, biology, your mind spins. Math, stars, chemicals. Now, everything's in play. But what comes next? Steam engines thunder, factories rise, productivity explodes. The modern world is seconds from ignition. Inventors everywhere ignite. Your progress hits turbo speed, and the clock is ticking. Revolutions keep crashing in. Electricity, flight. Then, plot twist, the computer rewrites destiny. Computers morph into tools you touch daily. Your phone, your laptop, your world. Then boom, the internet. Suddenly, you're racing faster than a caffeinated cheetah. Picture this, 125,000 generations since you first stepped onto the planet. But only about 7,500 generations since the first truly human you arrived. Just 500 generations ago, you suddenly existed. Blink, and everything changed. Civilization? Only 20 generations old. You blink, and cities explode everywhere. Science? You'd laugh? It's just 20 generations old. Let that sink in. Most people got the internet just 1 generation ago. Think about that. You're experiencing the luckiest, most comfortable era humans have ever known. We've hacked air, earth, and water, planet-wide upgrades you can't ignore. You helped rewrite landscapes and changed every creature's story along the way. Now we light up nights with fake stars. Nature's rules? You rewrite them. Humans, the only species to fly inside metal skyboxes. Some of you bounced on the moon. Others sent robots racing to Mars. You've peeked into the universe's past, using homemade robots, no less. The way you collect and store knowledge? It exploded, literally mind-blowing stuff. Today's teens, yes, you, know more than ancient geniuses ever imagined possible. But remember this, humans run Earth now, yet your grip is weirdly wobbly. Honestly, you're still weirdly fragile, barely upgraded from your wild ancestors. Despite all our advances, most history was like theirs. Genetically, you're nearly twins. Your daily routine? It's so new. It barely exists in human history. But here's the crazy part. Our future's a blank page. Skyscrapers or sandcastles? Are you standing on solid ground or just balancing on prehistoric bones? Missed your bus? Hey, at least you're not late to a Stone Age block party. Or your fries vanish. Or imagine, Neanderthal neighbors swiping your mammoth steak. Let it sink in. You'd still score an invite to the Stone Age block party, Neanderthal DNA and all. So when emails attack, just remember, your brain's still primed for mammoths, not inbox battles. But here's the real twist. Should we dig deeper into the wild genius hidden in your ancient wiring? These episodes take longer than tracking herds, but every comment from you makes the hunt epic. We only dig up a few mysteries each year. Your questions decide which secrets get unearthed next. You pictured yourself as the odd one out, but at that Stone Age party, you'd be right at home. Now you know, being human means joining a wild, tangled block party of lost worlds and shared secrets. If that made you rethink your whole tribe, subscribe, because next time, we're digging up the Neanderthal legacy still pulsing in your DNA. The party's just getting started.